What's going on? Welcome to Live with John! Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm your host, John, and welcome back to another edition of Live with John, where I get to talk to you about my artwork, let you in on the decisions that I make, and show you how I do. And that's one of the things I'm really excited about tonight is this piece right back here, this one right here, this one right here. I am going to work on it. And what it is an odd shape. It's not a rectangle, but there are things added to it. It's just not a rectangle. But I use the shape of the canvas that I made, the wood panel that I made, and it turns out like this. So yeah, there's a frame in there, and then I add some wood to it, and then I put wood over top of it, and and then I get to do these techniques back here where it looks like it's shaded behind. So, but yeah, I was really excited. I want to show you how I do this, how I tape off, and how I get started on pieces like this right here. But it was the other day when I put this one together and I just said I need to take a break from doing a few things because I hadn't been working. I've been doing murals. I've been doing a whole bunch of murals, and I finished that one mural up in Walnut Creek. But then I just said I need to try something out. I need to do something, right?
Ready,
so I was able to sneak in a little time and put this one together. And while I had a little time, I finished this bad boy up. Look at this little guy. Dang. That's that red color in the background. You're going, what, John? What's that red color? It is Pyro Red. I added maybe a little bit of green, a little bit of black to shade that in there. But then I used that same color, and then I put a little bit of white, a little bit of pink, a little bit of orange, and brighten it up in the background, just to show like the dance between the dark to the light and the medium to the really light. But this one is called Prepping for Tomorrow, 10 inches by 8 inches. Prepping for tomorrow. Michelle and I were always out in the backyard, and we are watching birds, while we're working out there and, having dinner or something like that. And we watch the birds and see what they do. I always think the birds are like, hey, I need to get food. I need to get water, make a nest or mate. These are the things that I think these birds are doing. So like when you get into this golden ratio, it pops right back in here, right there. So it's in the back of his mind, and the guy's thinking. So it was a couple nights ago, Michelle was walking by and she's like, oh, red sky at night, sailor's delight. And I'm like, this guy's planning for tomorrow. That's what's going on. Yays and nays. Here we go. Well, this one right here. No, that's enough of that guy. This guy, maybe I can beef up this yellow right here. Let's see if that happens. This one, I think I can do some light work on it. So I like what's going on in here, and I don't know if I necessarily want to lose that. Maybe there's some sort of unpredictability that I can throw in there, like a little splatter paint, because there is a little bit of unpredictableness in there. Poop right up in there. But we'll have to take a look and see if that one resonates with me. Holy moly's. I don't know. This is, you guys might remember this one. It was lighter in the background. It had like, you can almost see the perfume bottle shape in here. But then I just said, like I said, I'm done. I'm going over top of you. So I got some red and I went over it, and the red just sort of added a little bit of a stain over top. It was pretty opaque, so you could see some of this brighter stuff. But yeah, I felt good about the white lines of it. I picked myself up a new one of these little bad boy, a really fine tipped one. This gold one I have is fine tipped. I really liked, but I needed a new fine tip. So, but maybe we block out the background and keep this guy's face red. I don't want to work on that one. This one, oh my gosh, look at this one. In this one I painted behind these ears. There were some red areas which I didn't like. I don't know if they were in here. I think they were actually, but I covered them up, and I think being able to see this animal mask just as red, and it being the only red thing basically except for this, and there's a couple lines up here, which is fine, which is great. You're still mixing around the red colors, but I think this one looks a lot better. What I need to do is tape this off and then do my spray paint technique and push that stuff to the back, because then you have these two layers of this person's in front, maybe hiding from something. I don't know, like I don't want to make this a spoiler alert, but you know, there's that scary dude in that movie Mulholland Drive. All right, let's take another peek at these. Big guys in the back, small guys up front. A little. Oh, so. All right, there was some question about like where the third was going to be, and now we definitely know is I'm taking away the bottom left of the darkness. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Is these decisions that you need to make. I could always bring it back if I want it. The guy has like an arrow coming through it, or something's going through it, the directional, something's coming out of this person. I don't know. That's definitely got a lot of possibilities. Where's our roller? Here we go.
Importance is what it's about.
Give him a little blaster of some. I feel like he doesn't have enough unpredictability in him. Look at that. Got the drips going. Taking some of that black with it. Let that bad boy dry. I don't mind that one. That's kind of interesting. A quick jammy that just came out, right? I'm a drumstick. Let me tell you about food. So this is one of the newer pieces that I just made this one today. And it is just a, as you can see, it is a rectangular piece, but I added pieces on where I glued it. and then screwed it this way and bradded it. This one has a 2-pack. This has one. This has one. And I've added a couple beveled edges, some 45s on here. So I'm trying to, like, where I put this, like this up against the edge of right here, I'm trying to make an illusion that it's not really a rectangle, but it's something else. And I'm going to use all those lines that that come off, like from here to here to here. And this one that way, one going that way, one going that way, one just barely low. And then you have this guy up here. And then after I get those lines made, then I can start making some decisions about where I want to put like quarter rounds and, you know, make some sort of looking, some like Art Deco maybe looking things.
Hey. Are you sure?
Maybe look at that right there. Maybe off to the side. You don't want to lose a lot of that, but intersecting as one piece. But if you wanted to, you could take it off and move it to the side, somewhere else in your house, over here. Oh man, these. Ooh, these are so. I don't know. These are. I'm having a lot of fun with these ones, guys. I think I can make like a good amount of these. And let me show you, well, let me put this one down to the side and I'll show you while this is drying what I do when I tape the other one. So on this bad boy right here. So on this one right here, I already had done like this little spot right down here where I had taped over top of this and a little bit right here. I think no, I didn't paint. I taped it with that little quarter turn in here. And then I sprayed down with a particular, where are you? Oh man, don't tell me I don't know. Oh, here it is. So it's this one right here. It's the 19,000 Mystic. I don't know if you can read that. This says Mystic Black. And I like it a little bit better than the 94. I don't know what it is, but when you spray it down, it doesn't get as juicy, as collectively, really drippy. The 94 gets pretty drippy pretty quick. So, yeah. 3D in the background, but being covered up. Song title. Called it Dibs. Give it a little extra, you know. You should have just went beefier. You had the chance and then you didn't. Let's see, how do we want it to look? Yep, that works. Well, let's see how much we blew it up. I don't think that looks bad. Dan's all, use a dark. We'll get you those light lines, but I wanted something light in there. And now, all right, so when I come in here, I look for where this line is, and I know I'm shooting that way. And I want to go 1, 2, and then I want it to dry evenly. So here we go. We can go back over top of it. Let that jazz dry. I'm gonna got some fan going on right now. Well, I think it definitely looks like it's behind it. This is more blocky, and then there's a quarter round coming up this way, and it's this stuff on this side, but no shading. Maybe. What do we got here? I think that's looking pretty good. The choice tunes of S. Crow out of Oakland. All right, so. and so on and so on. What am I doing? That's white. Oh, now it's gonna be all pink. Not happening. Yanni, you're upside down. Heck yeah. All right. How does that look? You guys got enough white up here? I don't know if this is necessarily what I'm looking for, but it will suffice for what I need right now. Hello, everybody. I'm Ken Schramm. Are you ever looking for a color that you don't necessarily have, but you don't need, but you really want? Join me next week on Town Meeting when we talk about things you need, can't have, but still want. That was my Ken Schramm impersonation, Dan. Maybe that will be cool. Maybe it won't, but we will find out when we take the tape off on the next episode of Live with John. I just want to say thanks, guys, for being here and hanging out with me and watching the process happen. I know I try to go super fast and like make things happen and make it fun and interesting. And I'm just like, what's at the top of my head? Like there we go, right there. There you go, talking to you. I'm just like, what can I do next? What can I do to go faster? But sometimes it's just watching paint dry. But that's part of artwork, it's like life. You got to be patient, and then really neat things come out of time, effort, and life and experience. So I'm glad I get to share that with you and let you see all these things happen. I can keep on going and going, but I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great night. And we'll see you guys soon. All right. See, I'm trying to find myself right now so I can see if my audio is working. Sibilance. Check. Sibilance. We did it. We did it, team. Check.